Okay, welcome back to South Louisiana, an American map. I have made it wasn't an easy decision actually, to change from Hood-Belleron to South Louisiana. So Hood-Belleron is going to be a map that I continue to play, but more privately, and every now and then I'll still do another episode on it. I have done that purely because obviously people don't want to see Hood-Belleron anymore. They've seen it 1,000 times and they don't really want to spend some more time looking at the same map that they've seen 1,000 times. This is a map that I have seen other YouTubers obviously. I wonder why numbers disappear now. How expensive is the land? Oh, cheap as. That's a really big field, this one. Wow, so that's good. So this is going to be easy for us to sort of get into the scheme of things. Okay, if you haven't seen this map, I believe you've got to go and download it straight from the author on Facebook, and you do have to create an account with the author. Now, don't quote me on that. What is this? Oh, pigs. That's good. And this is the feed and all that sort of stuff. I'll give you a quick tour of the map. So obviously you've seen the map. Let's look at it this way. It's a little bit better. So the only difference is it's got extra, like it's got your rye, your millet, your rice, and your carrots. So you got extra fruit on the map. You do have contracts, so that's fine. Everything else is as you know it. Equipment wise, what do we have? We got a 6 Series John Deere. Large tractors, we got an 8R, which is 458 horsepower. Trailer, it's crampy, which I don't like. I'm gonna change. Cedar, don't like that. I'm gonna change. Sprayer, I'm not gonna like that either. Grasslands care, we do have that. Do we have a combine? We don't seem to have a combine. I think I must have gotten this before he upgraded. So I may have to go on his site and have a look at the upgrades, because it looks a little bit different than what I've seen other people play on YouTube. But we do have a tether. We do have a windrow. I'm going to keep this because I never used it, so I might as well use it. Baler, we got a round baler, which not a big fan. We got a wrapper. Okay, we do have a conveyor belt as well. So all of these implements are fine. Mowers, what do we have? Again, never used this one, so I'll probably keep it for now. So yeah, like I said, this is going to replace Hood-Belleron. I'm not going to keep it as it is because there is a couple of things that I don't like using, so I am going to change those things. This is a nice way to set it all up. So this is all our equipment. This is our mower. Does it have a mower on the back as well? No. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, that's a strange one. So no wheels from here. Yes, wheels. No wheels. Yes. No. Yes. So this is our 6M tractor over here. Wow, doesn't this look bad? Okay, so not going to be a big fan of that. So obviously this is going to go because it has no wheels. I wonder why it does that. Is it because it's stuck in? Wow, that's glitching. You know what? Do I have super strength on? I'm just curious to see if this is going to be the way. Get out of here. Okay, so obviously once it gets out, you can see the wheels are there. So there's something that's hiding the wheels in there. So this is our 8R tractor, which is fine. I don't mind. I like this type of tractors. Now, being America, I'm going to try and stick as much as I can to John Deere, because it seems to me like with all the real farmers that I watch, as far as America is concerned, they're either John Deere or Case IH. Oh, this looks bad. This looks bad in every way, shape, or form. Okay, so this is as far as everything goes. Can you get into this or not? Yes, you can. And obviously, I'm assuming you can move it around, which is fine. I'm not interested in doing that for now. Now, there's a lot of these silos, which obviously I'm going to have to figure out exactly what they are. Moisture core. This is a dryer. Okay, beautiful. So you put the corn over here and it dries it up. That's our silo. You've already seen the equipment. You've already seen our house. And I'm just trying to find out what this is. Okay, so it doesn't really tell me what this is. I wonder if it supports that gas. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It will come to me. Do I have this one? Anhydrous ammonia. I'm trying to think. Okay, that's what that is. For a second there, I couldn't think of what that was. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up with exactly the machinery that I'd like to run. I can tell you that that 6M tractor is going. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, so that's different. I'm assuming this would be the same thing. Yes. So we're gonna need to get ourselves something to bring water with, a new trailer, new tractors, a new baler, a different type of sprayer. This is the one that you can fill, is that right? Okay, herbicide, liquid fertilizer, or herbicide. So we can do $200,000. It'll give us 150,000 liters. Beautiful. But we do have some liquid fertilizer there. And herbicide. Okay, that's not bad. I'm keeping some of the equipment, but yeah, definitely going, and I need to definitely going. This is, I think it's for grass, and so on. And we definitely need to get a seeder where we can plant rice on this field. So that's kind of our first look. I don't think I need to go into in more depth than that. Probably most of you have seen YouTubers playing on this map, so it's not something new to any of you guys. I think this is where our fields I've gone the wrong way, right? Yep, my fields are down. I hate the fact that the numbers have disappeared. I wonder why the numbers have disappeared. What I'm going to do is load the game back up without any mods and see if that's why the numbers have disappeared. I'll come back once the map has been set up and ready to play. Alright, we're kind of set up. I believe I got most of the machinery, if not all of it. So we are ready to start. A little bit of a glitch. I've noticed in the last few games that the numbers have completely disappeared off the field. So I don't know if you know anything about it. Let me know, please. Alright, so obviously we're in August, so we are ready to plant. We can plant canola if we do it this month, which I doubt it. Or we can plant the usual barley and wheat, which is most likely what we're going to end up doing. First impressions of this map. I like this map. It seems to be pretty cool. I like the textures. The textures seem to be, you know, right up there, so that's nice. These weeds kind of seem to be encroaching onto the field quite a bit, which I don't like. But anyway, we will deal with that at a later date. Maybe if it bugs me too much, I'll get the plow. Well, I am in the plow. I am using the plow, but I'll use the plow as field creator and start coming around and getting rid of all the weeds next to my field. Which, let's face it, in real life you would do that. Now this is a modded plow that I downloaded off ModHub. As you can see, it's Speedy Gonzalez of plows, which again I don't really mind. Alright, why do we have the field like that when we clearly have the space to do it otherwise? So here we go with the field creator without even first wanting it to do so. Just gonna slow him down a little bit because he's a little bit overzealous, and I'm gonna try and sort of make my own round edge over here. Okay. Now I can obviously go quite a bit out more, which I'm not really gonna bother. But I am going to sort of straighten up a little bit this edge as well. It seems to be a little bit too much on a curve, which I don't think it needs to be. And then obviously I'm going to come and fix this little bit over here. Yeah. I should have done something about that weed, but we'll deal with it in a little while. So we'll go a little bit more straight here and then curve it in as we go in. I would definitely have plenty of space, so we're not really gonna be, you know, too much of a problem as far as space is concerned. So because we don't have problems with the space, I don't see why I should give myself so much space to. And that should make it about right. Yep. Now let's deal with this little bit inside. And we're gonna deal with it from, what a goofy thing to do. Why don't I just do, since we're gonna be driving that way anyway, why not just get the end of the need to get in, need to lower the implement first before cruise control takes over. Now I know you're thinking, am I gonna join them all together? No, because, well, because the way it's designed, it kind of needs to be separated. Yeah, it needs to be separated. So because of that, I'm not really going to bother with joining them together. Tempting as it is, I'm not going to do it purely on those bases. The way they've put the house and the way they've put that, I think it's a sales place there. The author obviously wanted that to be a separate thing altogether, and because that's what he wanted, that's how we're going to kind of respect that wish anyway. Now I believe I've already said this is I'm going to try and find a link. The gentleman that built this map, you will find the original link anyway on his Facebook page. I downloaded it. I believe this is the first time ever that I actually paid or donated, I don't know how you would say, I probably donated money for a map. I have no issues with that. The guy wasn't being greedy, asking, you know, a lot of money, so I've got no issues with that. If the author or the maker of the map is not greedy. I have seen, I think it was, I can't remember if it's FS22 or 19, but most likely 19, where a certain modder developed a certain truck or ute or something like that, and he wanted almost $100 for you to buy it off him. Now I don't know if he meant that you would buy it and you'd be the only one that has it, in which case it's a-okay-ish, or, you know, that's the price if you want to have it. Don't get me wrong, I am aware that $100 is nothing compared to the work that they put into these mods. You know, you look at it, you just want to do something tiny and insignificant, and it takes you forever. You know, imagine if you actually have to, you know, create a mod of some sort. So I'm not saying that they're being greedy in that sense, you know, that it takes them 5 seconds to do it, and you know what I mean? Like, they're definitely not getting paid, even if they're charging $100 for a mod, for the amount of time that they've spent to make it, unless they copy the mod, in which case, you know, copied it, changed a couple of 5-minute things, and in which case, obviously, that's a rip-off. But if someone designs a mod from scratch, from the beginning, you know, it'd be a lot of hours involved in getting it done. So I have no issues with that. But, you know, not everybody can afford $100 to buy a mod. And, you know, you've got, I think I already have over 100 mods in my mod folder. So imagine if every single one of them cost you $100. You'd want to be filthy rich to be able to afford to play this game. But where the modder gives you an option to donate anywhere from just a few dollars up to whatever you want to get the map or to get the mod, you know, I've got no issues with that. As long as the mod is obviously original, that he designed himself or she designed herself, I've got no problems with that. But would I like to see every single mod that you pay for? Probably not. But I suppose if that was the case, I'd be far more selective with what mods I've got. I know in all FSs that I played since 15, you see a mod, you like it, and it just gets lost in the folder. Never use it. I have mods already that are in there and that I never use it. And because the description, it is so vague, when I go to delete them, I actually think, well, what on earth is... I know a couple of mods. You know, you have a... I was trying to delete a Ute. It was a all 4-star F-150, I think, in FS22. But for the life of me, I couldn't find anywhere a folder that's called anything Ford 150 or anything like that. It took me forever to delete the silly thing because it had issues, and that's why I had to delete it. It took forever purely because the modder, obviously, obviously, as far as I'm aware, he took something else from some other modder and created, you know, added the files and everything else from another mod, and he just simply added his bits to it. Or maybe, and I said that maybe everything that he had was stolen from somebody else. Now it took me forever to try and figure out what the mod was. You know, you download it, and then you want to get rid of it. Good luck, because you gotta, especially if you've got 200-300 mods in your folder now. Good luck trying to figure out which mod is the one that's giving you, you know, hassles or problems. I wish all modders would actually call their mods whatever it is. If it's a John Deere, whatever, 8R or whatever, call it John Deere 8R. If it's a Ford something, call it a Ford something. But I think that what happens is when people don't call it by like that, I missed that little bit, and I know it's a little bit, but it's still going to bug me. You know, when you don't call it like that, probably the reason they don't do that is because they took another mod that was similar, and then they simply copied a lot of the stuff and added it to their folder, and so on and so on. Again, I've got nothing against that. You know, if someone built a whatever Ute or whatever truck, and some of the files are interchangeable, there's nothing wrong with that. But I do believe that you could still call it, you know, whatever you're making. Yeah, so that's my little bit of a rant, if you can call it a rant. But yeah, I have no issues with, like I said, I've got no issues whatsoever with modders saying, you know what, I'm going to give you my mod, but, you know, I want to be compensated, especially now that you see somebody working so hard to make a mod, and then somebody obviously releases as out for free or early or whatever, or they release it as their own for them to make money over it. Yeah, not the nicest thing in the world. Now obviously I've put the workaround, and he's creating a straight line, And obviously I'm going to stop him and go and fix this before we get any further. Now I will show you all the equipment that I got. Either I'll go through it and show it to you, or as we go through the game you will obviously then get to see it, one or the other. The map, I'm not going to do a map tour because this map is not new. Many people have played or done live streams on them, so it's there. The beauty with this map, and the reason that I chose this map over many other maps that are available at the moment, is one, I wanted to have an American map as my second map, because at the moment I'm doing 2 European maps, which is Huid-Beleron and Kalsman Farm. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Which obviously people are kind of sick of Huid-Beleron. Like, first time ever since FS15 that I played the farming simulator games, that I actually enjoyed playing the original map, or one of the maps that comes with the game. Normally you can't wait for a mod or someone to mod the original map. I think I'm trying to think, there was another, I think FS15's original map, I played that in FS17 a little bit as well, but still it kind of got boring, because the FS15 normally and 17 maps, by the time a new map came out, you were so ready to get rid of that. It's not funny. So I suppose one thing that Giants did do right with this map, with Huid-Beleron, is they made it enjoyable. Which, look at the other 2 maps, what is it, Elm Creek and Ellengard. I got the platinum when they released it, and I think that's when I started recording. I think I did 1 or 2 episodes on it, and I kind of got bored of it and never opened it again. So, congrats to Giants, at least from my point of view anyway. Finally they got a map that was playable, and here we are in September, and I know Dagowin's still playing on it. I still enjoy playing on it, and there's a few other people that are still playing on it, so that says that they've done something right. But anyway, I'll stop blabbing on, and we'll do a bit of a time lapse of this guy until he finishes. We will go through and plow all our fields, and then we will get our rock picker and bring him through so he can collect all the rocks. Well, it's just about finished, which is very good, because night's just coming to wow. It's about to get dark. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I've bought the fields next to us. This is the rice fields. So this is the fields where you can come and plant rice. Now I can't plant rice yet, at least I don't think so. When can you plant rice? rice. Well, we can plant it in April and May. Same as with carrots, and same as with rice, same as with carrots you can plant whenever. Okay, that's interesting. Harvest planting. So, wow, that dog is annoying in the game. Yeah, but while it's night, I am going to set the worker up so I can get these fields ready. The grass at the moment, I was half considering in actually bringing the mower down here and cutting some of the grass off them, which I may still end up doing it. But I thought, you know what? At this stage, we don't really need a lot of grass, so we do need our fields to be prepared. And because it's so annoying not having field numbers, it takes me forever to try and figure out, hey, I own this field or don't own this field. So obviously I'm not going to record this during the night because it doesn't really, in-cab view is not too bad. But I'm just going to let the worker do this, and we'll see you in the morning. Okay, so we're in the month of February, September, or the very next day, whichever supposedly comes out best. Now, we got our John Deere tractor, which is an 8R, I believe, and we've got our rock picker. Oh, that's just missed a massive collision. Racing the cars to see who makes it first, and I win. Beautiful. Now we're gonna set this guy to do the rock picking, and then we will start planting. Now we're not gonna plant on all the fields, obviously, because like I said, there is a couple of fields that are even though you can plant other things on it, they're mainly designed for, let's see, they're mainly designed for rice. I was going to think, what are they designed for? Rice. So because they're mainly designed for rice, we're going to keep those fields, which is these fields over here, they're designed for rice. So we're going to keep those as rice. That's grass. I'm not 100% sure what's happening with these fields. I haven't been out there yet. Kind of just keeping in with trying to get this sorted out as far as getting them ready to plant. So the fields that we need to plant either barley or wheat, that's what we're going to be working on, and use these fields as just sort of slightly working on. One thing I don't understand, and it kind of makes no sense to me, why wouldn't there be a gate here? It kind of makes no sense to me. If you're going to have the yard there, why would you put the gate right on the other side on the main road when you could have a gate right there? Real life tells you that any farmer that would be doing this would have a gate right there. But anyway, no point complaining. The gate is not there, and such is life. Okay, we'll stick around with this guy for a little bit, let him do some of the work, and then we'll come back and find something else to do. It's gonna take a little while to do all this field by the looks of it. What do we got? 1,000 liters. So there's not a lot of rocks in this particular field, which is fine. We'll let him do his work. I believe we don't need to see the rest. He can do the work while we're paying him to do the work, and we'll come back to him when he's either done or just about done. Well, that time again. Another episode has finished. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for your support. Have a wonderful day wherever you are around the world, and God bless you and your family. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.